should stand in prayer at this time to pray for the world at large. It is no more the issue of Ukraine or the issue of Russia. It is the issue of the whole world. We need to pray. But the people of God that carry the light will not carry the light and allow darkness to take over the world. If this thing that is clopping in like a joke, now develop and enter into what is called a third world war, and it happens that the war break out, likely this country and this country are going to join together to fight this country, and this country are going to join with this country to fight this people, and this people will be on the other side, and this will be happening. Then I begin to ask myself, I said, if this matter comes to a matter of running helter-skelter, where will the world run into? Children of God all over the world should learn what is called the power of prayer, because we must not fold our hands and begin to watch the world thrown into fire. We have everything that it takes now to stand in the gap and pray for the peace of the world, because the peace of the world is also our own peace. When there is no peace in the world, the gospel we are preaching may not be able to circulate here and there. We need to allow the peace to reign in the world. And the world will prosper all of these things is what is called prayer. Because peradventure anything demonic happens, which we are not praying for, and it bursts into third world war, America and NATO and the European Union will be able to join in one side fighting. And we'll look at the other side, we'll be seeing Russia, and also we'll be seeing China, and be seeing what is called North Korea and the rest of their allies now joining together to fight on the other side.
When the dark clouds of war gather over the deep seas, the battle will no longer be decided by cannons and gunpowder, but by light itself. China has stunned the world with its cutting-edge LY-1 shipborne laser weapon, known as the Razor of Naval Warfare. This laser system can instantly strike down enemy drones, fighter jets, and even missiles in the blink of an eye. No thunder, no explosions, just a beam of light, wiping out the enemy within seconds. Traveling at over 2,000 kilometers per second, this energy burns through enemy weapons and reduces them to ashes. Its greatest power lies in unlimited firing, lightning-fast speed, and unmatched accuracy. For China's Navy, this weapon is a new shield, a game-changer, that will redefine the future of naval battles. And now the world has a clear message. When China's guardians of the sea rise, no force can stand against them. This is the LY-1, the weapon of light that is conquering the wars of tomorrow today.
And we will see the Africans and where they are, and the people all over the world, how they will be fighting. Now, which of the continent will be saved? Some people begin to think about islands and places that are far away from land, where it will be difficult for people to quickly say, oh, let's enter into that place and destroy this or destroy that. But I want you to know that we are in the world of what is called the world of nuclear weapons. The word of nuclear weapon is whereby somebody can be in another continent and be able to send what is called intercontinental ballistic missile to another country to destroy. Somebody can be in another continent and send a ballistic missile, and it will move from one continent to another. It's also where we have the world we are in is a world whereby people have what is called a warhead, different warhead. And this different warhead and these different things we are seeing is a place whereby a lot of things can be going on underground and we may not know. So children of God and people of God all over the world, we need to all join our hands to pray. When your brother is crying, don't think, oh, you are not crying. For that, you go and sleep or fold your heads. When your brother is crying, let that cry get to you also. Do whatever you can do to make sure that that cry is over. When there is peace in the land, the people will prosper. And when there's difficulty and problem in the land, a lot of things will go wrong. That we wake up in the morning, we go to our businesses, is because there is peace. So we must continue to pray and declare heaven to step into this matter and have what is called heavenly intervention in the case going on right there between Ukraine and Russia. God should intervene. God should intervene. Why will God intervene? Because when you see the mouth crying, the nose will cry also. The eye will shed tears. And all the eyes everywhere in the head will be affected. It is not only the mouth there will be crying. It will affect the whole body. So we need to pray, because prayer is the key. Because thousands of people has not believed in prayer. But the reason why we always come out here to minister is because I am so thankful to God that before all of these things begin to happen, God has been showing us. We have what is called information from above and revelation from above, and God's ordained words revealing to us the affairs of mankind and what is going to unfold. Somebody was crying, oh, if anything happened, I will run to the sea. The sea will become like land, and land will be like the sea. And some people say, oh, I will run to a continent or a country called an island called Tuvalu. Or you begin to run to a place called New Zealand. Or you begin to go to an island. Or you begin to run to what's called Malta. Or begin to go to all of those places, and places, Chile in South America, or you call it places where you can quickly go there and hide and run. But there's no place of hideout. Some people say, oh, run to South Africa, run to this, run to that. No matter what it is and where it is that one tries to run to, we are in a world of what is called nuclear power. A world that the continent can send the things to another continent and things destroy. So we must not fold our hands until this thing degenerates to something else. We must pray against what is called the prince of this world. Pray against this prince of this world. The prince of this world, the Bible made it clear, the prince of this world is the cause of all this problem. The prince of the world want to be seen. The prince of the world want to walk on the street. We must also pray against what is called Jezebel, the spirit of Jezebel. The spirit of Jezebel is the spirit of the woman that want to establish her own church. The woman that want to destroy the church of Christ. The woman that want to stand and become a barrier and a problem to all humanity. Just like Jezebel stood and said it will introduce the people of God into what is called an idol worship, and what is called a worship of prophet of Baal. And Baal became the worship of the people, and everybody were afraid because nobody wants to serve the living God until the man called Elijah stood out and said, no, there is a true God in heaven. Let us test this day and let us know the God who is God. Because Babylon the Great has already risen his head. And I want to thank God, because what is called a heavenly intervention is a moment that God is stepping in to take over the affairs of men and give victory to his children and those that trust in him. Remember the song that says, God is able, abundantly able to deliver and to save. The Lord is able, abundantly able to deliver those who trust in him. Hallelujah. God is able, abundantly able to deliver and to save. The Lord is able, abundantly able to deliver those who trust in him. It is important that all the children of God sing the song of God's ability to deliver those that trust in him. It's important that we, the children of God on the face of the earth, mind our position as position of prayer and the light of the world. We must do everything possible to allow that which God has put in us to show forth on the face of the earth. We must align ourselves with what is called the spiritual impetus that God has inputted in us to stand in the gap, to intercede on the face of the earth. You know, most of the times when somebody else is crying, you yourself will look at yourself and say, I am better than that person. I'm not the one crying. But most of the times, what make others cry can make you cry. If you look at the world today and what is happening, when it was happening here all over the country, peace nowhere, a lot of problem here and there, a lot of people will be laughing in their places and saying, oh yeah, that is a shithole, that is a bad country, that is a management this and that. But today we can see that the cry is now all over the place, right there in Europe. We are going to pray and talk to God that the hand of the Lord should take over the affairs of man, and also what is called a heavenly intervention is needed at this moment.
Army wing that they have actually abducted the commander of the Biafra Liberation Army Forces, Commander Gentle the Yahoo. But according to right source, another source, Angel Makeup was trying to say the other day that whatever the NIG Army is releasing is actually false. But meanwhile, let's go down to this particular information that was released from the Nigeria Army desk. The Nigeria Army arrests Commander Gentle the Yahoo. The Nigerian Army has recorded multiple success across different states in the past 24 hours, including the arrest of the commander of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ifeanyi Eze Okorinta, popularly known as Gentle the Yahoo, according to a military source at Army headquarters who spoke with the news on Tuesday. The suspect was captured by troops of the 34 Artillery Brigade in a joint operation with sister security agencies at his hideout in Ako, Ihube, Okigwe local government area of Imo State. The operation led to the recovery of one English pistol, 120 rounds of 7.62 mm special ammunition, 25 rounds of 7.62 NATO, one cartridge, 6 mobile phone, military and police uniform, and a German flag. Troops also uncovered a workshop where stolen vehicles were dismantled for resale. In addition to destroying 10 motorcycles found at the scene, the source was quoted as saying, also, troops killed 3 men and rescued 11 kidnapped victims in separate operations in Benue, Katsina, Kogi, and Adamawa states. Rescue operation included 5 hostages in Magadali local government, Adamawa State, 5 in Kushashika ward of Malumfashi local government in Katsina State, and 2 in Lokoja local government of Kogi State. The source was further quoted as saying, also troops recorded notable operations breakthrough in Katsina State, neutralizing 2 terrorists in separate encounters, and recovered AK-47 rifle ammunition and a motorcycle, while in Benue State, troops neutralized 1 violent extremist seizing a mobile phone and assorted charms. In addition, 11 suspects were arrested in different locations across Benue, Kogi, Kaduna State for armed robbery, gun running, and violent extremist activities. Troops of the Nigerian Army also recovered 4 rusted castles in Plateau State, which were returned to their rightful owners. All right, this is what is currently happening, and this news is coming right from the desk of the NIG military. But the issue is that we are yet to see a video that actually confirms this particular information that has been released by the NIG military, because we are thinking that as they are releasing this information, they should have released a video where Gentle the Yahoo was captured. Of course, the issue is, do they know who is Gentle Yahoo? Do they know his face? Can they recognize him? Makana ade nwude kuno jukunaka and ade nwude agonaka. Another information, news has also reported that about 12 IPOB members were arrested. 12 IPOB members were arrested in a troop operation. I think the NIG them boys, the Asari Dokubo and Musa boys are actually angry this time, and their target is targeted specifically at the indigenous people of Biafra. This particular news says troop arrest IPOB commander, rescue 12 kidnapped victims. Looking at these are comparison of the news that are being coordinated and given out by the NIG Army troops as regards the arrest of Gentle Yahoo. But meanwhile, let's go down to this one. It says the Nigerian Army troops have apprehended a notorious IPOB ESN commander, rescued 12 kidnapped victims. neutralize terrorists in a series of coordinated operations across multiple theaters within the last 24 hours. A credible source at the A credible source at Army headquarters told the news agency on Tuesday that the operation were conducted in synergy with sister services and other security agencies. According to the source, troops of the 34th Artillery Brigade in a joint operation apprehended a notorious IPOB ESN kingpin at his hideout in Ako Ihube or Kigwe local government area in Imo State. He said the operation led to the recovery of one English pistol, 120 rounds of 7.62 mm special ammunition, 25 rounds of 7.62 mm NATO, one cartridge with 6 mobile phone, military and police uniform, and a German flag. The source added that troops also uncovered a workshop where stolen vehicles are being resold. On anti-kidnap operation, he said that 5 kidnapped persons were rescued also. All right, these are different reports that are coming as regards this particular arrest that concerns Commander Gentle the Yahoo. I think this is not the first time. This is not actually the first time Gentle the Yahoo is facing this kind of what I should call as a rumor, because there was a time it was rumored that he is dead. Yes, there was a time it was rumored that he was dead. All of you know about this time that this rumor went viral that Commander Gentle the Yahoo was dead, that he has been buried, and the rest of them. But at the end of everything, he still surfaced and told everybody, told the public, told Biafrans that nothing happened to him. And I could remember some time ago, either earlier last month, August, he was also poisoned. And after that poison, he gave a voice note of which, after everything, he survived the poison. And now, the one that is trending now is his arrest by the 34 Artillery Brigade army members. And that's what is currently trending now, And according to it, we have not yet seen a video. It is a video that will confirm if actually what these people are saying is true. But meanwhile, in Anambra State, the family of Akwa Okoko, the celebrity native doctor and the popular native doctor, has begged the governor of Chukwuma Charles Soludo through the human rights to tamper justice with mercy. They say, please tamper justice with mercy, for to err is human and to forgive is divine. Akwa Okoko's family begs Governor Soludo. All right, as it is, Governor Soludo is still holding Akwa Okoko captive, even Eke Heat and Onyeze Jesus. But I think there is kepu that someone like Eke Heat has been released, but people like Akwa Okoko and Onyeze Jesus have not been released. According to them, they say that Onyeze is using Bible to scam people, that he is not standing in one place, and the case of Akwa Okoko is that he is doing okite. All right, but looking at it from the right sense of the matter, does the government have a right to detain a traditionalist? Because we have right to religion, right to speech, and the rest of them. Is he not exercising his right? Let's not judge with prejudice. If we should bring about the right judgment, I think Akwa Okoko should be set free. But let's go down to that information. The family and kinsmen of popular native doctor Chidozie Nwangu, widely known as Akwa Okoko Tiwarake, have appealed to Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo to grant him pardon and clemency following his continued detention. In a 2-page petition signed by leaders of Ezenku Ora Eligbo kindred in Umumpama, Aboji Village, Oba, Idemili South Local Government Area, the community begged the governor to tamper justice with mercy. The petition was endorsed by Chinedu Okeme, Chairman, Augustine Okwanalum, Secretary, Nzedozie Nweke, former President, Aboji Village, and Ogbueshi Vincent Ejiofor, Elder. According to them, the absence of Nwangu has left many in the community distressed, especially those who depended on him as a breadwinner. They noted that beyond his family, numerous people had benefited from his generosity, which included scholarship for indigent students, support for widows and widowers, and contribution to community development projects like road rehabilitations. In the petition titled Special and Humble Appeal for Pardon and Clemency, the Kingsmen acknowledged that the case was already before a competent court but stressed that the governor had the constitutional power to pardon him. They pointed out that such act of mercy had been exercised in the past under mitigating circumstances. The community leaders assured Governor Soludo that Nwankwo had learned his lessons, particularly regarding the use of social media to promote his profession, which they admitted was inappropriate. They expressed confidence that the governor would consider their plea, emphasizing that clemency would not only aid Nwankwo's rehabilitation but also promote peace and social cohesion within the community. All right, this is coming from Oba. The people of Oba are appealing to the governor of Anambra State to tamper justice with mercy in order, to release Chigozie Nwankwo, popularly known as Akoko Tikwaroko. All right, this is where I'll be winding down the curtain. Remember that you can still support our channel by giving us a YouTube super thanks. A YouTube super thanks will go a long way in promoting this channel. And if this is your first time of joining us, wherever you are listening to us from, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever we are dropping our news, we will be the first to take it. Thank you for listening. God bless you immensely.